Good morning, good morning. Are we live?
We're live.
December 14th. Thank you guys for being here. This is Bets and Breaks, the show for for calculated risk takers, gambling, sports cards, collectibles, brought to you by SeatGeek. If you guys have not downloaded the app or used the app, first-time users can use my last name, RANAUDO, and get $20 off your first purchase. So if you guys like going to sporting events, music concerts, all kinds of entertainment venues, SeatGeek is your way to go. Also, St. Rock Vodka, you guys see it here on my desk. It's right behind me up here. Yep. Also, they have Bywater Bourbon, 7-3 distilleries. We couldn't do what we do without you guys. Make sure you guys check out this St. Rock Vodka, especially if you guys are LSU fans. They are the official vodka of the Bayou Traditions Collective, which means that every time you buy a bottle of St. Rock Vodka, a portion goes back into the collective, which supports our LSU athletes, allows us to give them some NIL deals, and keep us having some of the best athletes around the country. So make sure you guys go check them out as well. And I'm joined by my paisan, Mikey Shiaza.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Welcome. If you guys don't know, Mikey is our graphic designer here at Cards and Culture. He's also a producer of the 10-second runoff with Joe Mitchell. Joe is usually here with me, but he's out of town today, so Mikey's filling in. There's a lot of good energy. Mikey is also an Italian from New Jersey, from Jackson, New Jersey. It's crazy. A lot of Tommy DeVito stuff in the news right now.
Yeah, you know, as much as I hate the New York Giants because I'm a Jets fan, I love Tommy DeVito.
Me too.
I
How
love
could
him.
you not?
And even though there's no way his agent actually dresses up like that every day, but the fact that they're just feeding into it, I love
They're
it.
leaning into it. In the
love
stands, everybody's doing it. They're kissing each other. It's
on the
amazing.
cheek. It's an episode out of Sopranos. It's great.
Dude, I listened to this one. I listened to the sports gambling podcast, and they literally talk about them all the time, and they play the music, the Sopranos music in the background all the time, and it's so funny. But I love it. The Italian Americans are getting a lot of love right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very rare that you see that in the sports world, that the Italian Americans are getting a lot of love. So
yeah, it's definitely not in football.
No, especially not football. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe in like baseball.
Yeah, maybe baseball. Yeah, but even in the NBA, it's rare when you see somebody with a vowel in their last name, ending in their last name. So.
When Gallinari played for the Knicks, that was cool.
They have a guy with the Jazz right now, I think. Let me tell you his last name. It's absolutely electric. I'm like, he's partially my favorite player just because of his last name. Let me see. I think he's with the Jazz. Let me just double check. Oh no, that's not his name.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Simone Fenticchio?
Yes, that guy. Yes. It's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, this guy is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from Italy. So
yeah, he's actually he's from
Italian.
Italy. Yeah. I know there's another guy, Campazana or something. I don't know if he's from Italy, but he's got a super Italian last name. But yeah, anytime you see that, I love it. So Danny DeVito. Tommy DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
I think everybody wants to call him Danny DeVito.
Oh, yeah. That's the link up that we need.
Yeah. That would be.
Especially if they play the Phillies, which they do. That would be cool.
Isn't it coming up too? Yeah, it's coming up.
I think so. Yeah.
Danny DeVito, he's got to be there. He's got to.
Danny DeVito's definitely going to be there. We just need a picture of.
Yeah, we need the picture. We need it to break the internet. His agent's already killing it. Yeah, so. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. We nothing crazy in the collectibles world today. Everybody's still drooling over the Bowman draft that came out this week on Tuesday. Everybody, if you guys haven't seen it, Topps is doing a really cool marketing gimmick with Tom Brady. So they've done a really cool job, kind of like pretending that if he played baseball, if he didn't play football, what his career would be. If you guys don't know the backstory on that, Tom Brady actually was drafted out of high school to be a catcher for the Montreal Expos. Obviously chose to go to Michigan and play football there, and the rest is history. He was a 7th-round pick by the New England Patriots, became the greatest of all time. Yes, I said it, for football and as a quarterback. So Topps is making light of that situation, and they're saying, what if he chose baseball and he became the greatest of all time as a baseball player? So doing all these promos, commercials, all that kind of stuff. Tuesday for the release was called Brady Day. I don't know, again, guy's not even a baseball player, and they called it Brady Day for draft. Anyway, people are chasing it. His 1-of-1 superfractor was already hit. So the one that everybody was kind of chasing as his superfractor with a cool inscription was already hit, but he did do a good job of inscribing a bunch of different cards. So obviously his golds out of 50 have different numbers that have value. So his 12 out of 50, actually somebody in the hobby put a $500,000 bounty on. So
wow.
Yeah, we talk about gambling, right? You could pay $700 for a box of cards and maybe hit a card that's worth $500,000. That's the ultimate gamble.
I mean, 500,000 is a lot. One of his gold cards, limited to 50, sold on eBay for 4,300 already.
So that's the gamble that we're talking about here
Yeah.
with breaking cards, guys. You can pay $700 for a box of these cards, or you can get in a break right on Fanatics Live or something like that. Maybe pay $100, $200, $300 for the Expos or the Nationals, and maybe pull out one of these $4,000 cards. I think that's a little overvalued right now, but
hey, if you pull it now and sell it,
exactly,
buy it
and
back
that's
later if you want it.
exactly, and hey, it's worth what people are willing to pay. So if people are paying $4,000 for a Tom Brady baseball card right now, then that's what they want.
I'm pretty sure there is another card in there. I don't know if it's real. I saw it floating around online. It's a card of Bill Belichick wearing an Expos hat, and it says something. It's like, yeah, Tom can hit, but can he throw?
Yeah,
or something like that.
it was something.
I think he can throw pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. I did see that too. I wonder if that's real. We got to confirm that, but that would be
I'll
really
look
cool
that up
too.
and I'll see.
Yeah.
But it's really cool if that is real.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that kind of stuff. And again, Topps is doing a good job innovating. Tom Brady retired, but making collectibles cool again, and being involved in the hobby is really cool. So again, shout out Topps, shout out Fanatics for bringing collectors into the hobby in new and unique ways. I saw that Carl Yastrzemski has a Bowman first in this product too. So yeah, Yastrzemski, he's a big name, Hall of Famer for the Red Sox.
Oh.
He had a very famous home run back in the day. When the Red Sox were like just trying to beat the Yankees in anything they could do. But he's a big name in Boston Red Sox culture, so very cool that they're hitting on those types of things. But that's really it for the collectibles news. Nothing crazy. Again, that's what everybody's ripping right now. It's been a crazy week. People are chasing that Tom Brady, looking for that kind of stuff. And obviously all the prospects. Paul Skeens in our backyard, Baton Rouge, LSU, #1 overall pick, national champion. This is his first time on a card, so in a professional uniform. We had the Stars and Stripes product earlier this year where he was in the USA product, but this is his first time in his Pirates uniform. He's the face of the product, and they're saying that he's probably the third highest valued card in the set, which is really rare for a pitcher. Pitchers usually don't get that kind of love. It's usually position players and guys that are, big faces, center fielders, shortstops, catchers, that kind of stuff. So really cool to see a pitcher kind of leading the way there and an LSU guy. Love that. So we pulled a few just of his refractors here. So if you guys are in Baton Rouge, want to come check them out. We don't have any autos yet, but one of our regulars did buy one or hit one in a case break, so that should be coming to the shop soon. And he's going to put it on consignment here, so it'll be available in shop, which is really cool. All right, let's break down some picks. Joe is 8-7 on our show, so he does have a winning record, Mikey. So you gotta come with the heat. You gotta get some good picks.
All right.
I'm 13-11, so we're above 500, and the show is 4-4. So we got to figure out a pick that we like together to keep our 500 record.
Oh boy.
But we got some picks. Thursday night football, not super sexy. Chargers and Raiders.
Two backup quarterbacks too.
Two backup quarterbacks.
Easton Stick is the starting quarterback for the Chargers tonight.
I did see that he had 40 rushing touchdowns in his career in college, so I'm sure there's a crazy prop bet for him to have a rushing touchdown that might be fun to play with,
That could work.
And especially a guy that, new into the offense might scramble a little bit, plays break down.
Because of that, one of my safest picks tonight that I feel like is Austin Ekeler for 100+ total yards, rushing and receiving.
Yeah.
That's plus 165.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Because I feel like he's going to rush a lot. He's done that 4 times this year.
All right.
He had 100+ yards 4 times this year. In 2 of those games, they scored 2 touchdowns or less as a team.
Wait, who did?
The Chargers.
So when he rushes for 100,
when he had 100+ total
rushing
yards,
and receiving, yeah.
in 2 of those 4 games, they scored 13 points or less. So I'm
Whoa.
looking at this game. I'm like, all right, I think that's going to be an under.
Yeah.
Backup quarterback. Plus, Thursday night football is almost always an under for some reason.
Yeah.
Don't know why. But that's what I'm leaning towards on this one.
I'm checking out his rushing and receiving yards. All right. Rushing and receiving, he's done it over 100, 39% of the time on the season, 40% in his last 10, 40% in the last 5. So I don't mind those numbers for what was it, plus 165?
Yeah.
Yeah, and with a backup quarterback. I like that one.
I'm feeling a lot of checkdowns.
Yeah.
Plus Keenan Allen is also out.
And I was just gonna say Keenan Allen's out, so I like that a lot. That's your first pick?
That's my first pick.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
What you got? Are you all your picks NFLs?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Because I don't have any NFL picks tonight.
So I have Austin Ekeler for 100+ total yards. I do have the under 34.5. That's minus 110. Under is damn near a lock for every Thursday night matchup for some reason. Plus, Aidan O'Connell versus Easton Stick doesn't really scream, hey, bet the over.
Exactly.
It doesn't seem. But who knows? I feel weird about this game because I feel like with how many times the unders hit on Thursday Night Football and how bad Thursday Night Football has been this year, even with, like, good matchups, like when the Chiefs played the Broncos, like, that was supposed to be a good matchup and it wasn't.
Yeah.
But I feel like for this one, it just might break the curse out of nowhere. Like, it just explodes for 100 points.
I feel like that's the script in the NFL. Is like,
Exactly.
if you think everything's going to hit like this way, it's like, no.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
So I do like the under, but I feel like that's the safer option.
Yeah.
And then I have Jacoby Myers for an anytime touchdown at plus 225. The Chargers are going to be worried about Devontae Adams, and their cornerback 2, Dean Leonard, is out tonight.
Nice.
And Jacoby Myers is on my fantasy team.
And
I'm playing against Joe in the Toilet Bowl in our fantasy league this year.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
It doesn't matter because Joe has my draft pick and his draft pick next year, so he gets the first pick no matter what. But just for bragging rights,
yeah, you can't finish
last.
Is there a penalty? Because wasn't it something with Waffle House last year?
No, that was my other league last year. That was I had to spend 12 hours in a Whataburger.
Whataburger, okay. Joe's last year was something like Waffle House for 24.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know. You have to eat a certain amount of waffles in 24 hours.
For every waffle you eat, you take an hour off your time. That's what my friends wanted to do to me, but they were like, you have a full-time job. We're not going to make you sacrifice your only day off to spend it in Waffle House. So they're like, all right, Whataburger for 12 hours instead. I was like, all right, fine.
And you sat in Whataburger for 12 hours?
I sat there for 4 hours. Because
you ate
eight honey butter chicken biscuits. Immediately felt like trash. They handed me the 12. And they're like, okay. And then I sat down. And then someone came out. They're like, are you not going to go bring everybody their food?
You're like,
I was like, yeah, no, it's all for me, sadly.
Yeah, you guys might want to start filming this. This is going to be premium content for you guys.
I haven't been to Whataburger since.
Yeah, I would imagine that would be scarring, a little bit.
Bad.
PTSD.
Definitely don't want that to happen.
Yeah, no.
So, that's why I got Jacoby Myers for a touchdown.
I like that, and I like betting against Joe's fantasy team. It's kind of an inside joke with us that I always bet against his fantasy team. So
he went through 6 quarterbacks this year.
I like that, and he's a receiver, correct?
Jacoby Myers, yes.
So I think they're like the Chargers defense is something off. They're number 1 yards after catch, number 5, like they're bottom 25 of like the league in giving up receiving yards. So I like that pick. If I was going to do anything, I was going to take a ladder of Devontae Adams tonight just because I feel like he's their only option. You're right. I feel like they'll pay attention to him a lot and probably double team him and stuff. But that would be my only thing where I'm throwing my money tonight just because of the numbers that the Chargers give up.
Yeah.
And like you said, one of their DBs is out. So I like those. I like those a lot.
What about you? You got NBA, right?
I got NBA. We got NBA. So I'm going majority props. Also, I had some NHL ones that I like too. So I was looking at the only thing that I don't like is Austin Matthews has scored 2 games in a row, but I like him a lot tonight to score a goal or be shots on goal. So I'm going to check out those numbers right now. Let me see really quick. Let's see. Austin Matthews is first. That's the first goal scorer. I don't want first goal scorer. I just want goal scorer. Wait, why is there only first goal scorer? Why is it first and last goal scorer? What about anytime? So they don't even have anytime up yet. That's good.
Do they? I don't know.
Why do they not have that up yet? It's almost noon. All they have is first and last goal scorer. Okay. Well, that's not great. Austin Matthews, I like his shots on goal as well. They don't have those up yet. But I'm taking some notes here. And I like his advantage tonight. But like I said, I don't love when somebody has scored 2 games in a row, something like that, and you're just like, can you do it 3 games in a row?
But he could be on a hot streak.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's like. I like betting. We were talking about this in the shop the other day. I would feel more stupid to be like, man, I bet against the streak, you know, versus
and then it doesn't work.
Yeah, versus like, I lost because he was on a streak and I bet the streak, you know, like, all right, well, I was playing the hot hand. So
Yeah, just like we were just saying with the Pistons. They lost 21 games in a row, and if you bet against them in 21 games, you'd have what? $80,000, something like that. So
yeah. Yep.
Streaks are meant to be broken.
Streaks are all right. So I like that one. I'm not locking that one in, but I do like it as a nice little flyer. So I might add it in a parlay later in the night. But I'll run through my props and then I'll pick 3 that I like the most as I talk out loud. So Cleveland and Boston are matching up again tonight. Boston against point guards. They have allowed the 7th most points per game to point guards. They have allowed the 3rd most three-pointers made to point guards. So I like Darius Garland tonight for points or for threes. He averages 20 points a game, but he also averages 1.7 threes a game. So I'm probably going to go the over-under on threes with him at 1.5. I like that one a lot. Donovan Mitchell, threes as well. Boston also gives up the 5th most threes to shooting guards. Again, I like him there in that position. He averages 3 a game, so that might be something that I'm leaning towards a little safer. Kobe White, been super productive lately with the absence of Zach LaVine, and they have not been giving him any love in his PRA. So we were talking about that the other day, right, Griff? He crushed the PRA that game. I wound up getting it in right before the game, and he absolutely blew past it in the 3rd quarter. I know. It was crazy. Yeah, I know. It was at 29.5, and he finished with 40 points, rebounds, and assists. So I'm leaning towards that. And like I said, so he is playing against the Heat. The Heat at home are traditionally, they don't cover their spread. They don't play as well. So I feel like it's going to be a tight game. Kobe White's going to have the ball in his hand. I like him for points, rebounds, and assists. And the Heat give up the 2nd most rebounds to shooting guards, the 3rd most assists. He'll probably be the point guard. They give up the 9th most points to point guards. So I just like him in their backcourt, controlling the ball there. I think that's probably going to be one of my locks is Kobe rebounds, points, rebounds, and assists.
I like that.
Yep. Another one, and this is going to be a closer game. So Minnesota against point guards allows the 11th most points, 9th most rebounds, and 9th most assists. That means that screams Luka Doncic points, rebounds, and assists. It's probably going to be hella high just because he's been dominating lately, so it's probably going to be at 51, 52, but I still think I'm going to take that. Maybe I'll take an alternative points, rebounds, and assists and parlay it with Kobe White PRA. Also in that game, I like Karl Anthony Towns points, rebounds, and assists over 34.5. I don't think Dallas can match up with him at the power forward position, small forward position. I think that he'll be able to dominate that game there, so I like that one a lot. And then these last 3 are things that I like and that I think are matchup advantages, but I'm not 100% sold just because of the player. Michael Porter Jr., he's going to shoot the ball, but he's been a little cold from 3, but I do like his threes and his points, rebounds, and assists against the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn struggles they struggle at the small forward position. They allow the most three-pointers to small forwards in the league. They also allow the 5th most points, 8th most rebounds. So I like him for PRA there. I like the threes in that one. I like a parlay of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and De'Aaron Fox points, rebounds, and assists. I'm probably going to go the under of their over-under and just parlay them together in the same game parlay. And then the only thing that I like from the Warriors and the Clippers game tonight is going to be Steph points. Without Draymond, I think the Warriors are going to struggle. They just really struggle. They're in shambles right now. Their team just sucks. Steph's the only saving grace there, so I like Steph's points. They were a little high at 29.5, but that means that I think he's going to score points tonight. So I like his over/under at 29.5. So I think I'm going to lock in Kobe White PRA. I think Karl Anthony Towns PRA. I hate betting on Karl Anthony Towns over Luka as my favorite, but I don't think Luka's will be crazy high, so I think Karl Anthony Towns PRA.
You're torn between them, aren't you?
Yeah. It just feels wrong not betting Luka PRA. All right. So I think I'm going to go 3 PRAs. Kobe White, Luka, and Karl Anthony Towns individually. Those are my 3 bets of the night. Shit. I don't know. I feel like Donovan Mitchell threes is kind of calling me too. Nah, I'll stay with those 3. Are there any of my picks that you like for a bets and breaks pick of the night? Anything that jumped out at you?
The first one, we were talking about Garland.
Yeah.
I like that one.
All right.
But I don't know. You got a perfect record. You got a good record on the line here. I can't.
It's not great. It's 4-4.
It's 500. I can't.
It's 500.
I can't be the reason we fall below 500 and miss the
All right.
playoffs.
So, all right. Which logic did you like the most? You liked
Boston
Darius?
giving up points to point guards.
I like that. All right. Cool. So we should go. Let's check out his over under on points. I bet you it's 19.5. Maybe 21. It might be 21.5. I don't mind that though. Boston's a 9-point favorite. I think that's a little high.
Oh,
honestly.
okay. I don't like that as much now.
I know. Darius Garland, 22.5. Oof. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Maybe his threes. Let's see his threes. Over 2.5 threes. That's a lot. Damn. He averages. Oof. All right. That's going to be a tough one to pick with the juice.
And Boston's at home, too.
Yeah. What if we did? You might be able to do a same game parlay of like Garland for 20 points. What's up, Luca? How are you? Maybe like 20 points for Garland and then maybe like 2 threes. Let's see what that's looking like. Let me see if I can get that. Donovan Mitchell. Nope, we don't want that. Garland. All right. Oh, it's still juicy at minus 175. Ugh. Yeah, I don't love that. Maybe you could get him for, let's see. Could we get him for like 21.5?
I think that sounds good.
Let me see if
Go
we can get
22.
that. Let's see, yeah. Oh, we can get him for I like that. We can get him for 21, 20.5 at minus 150 or 21. Damn. You like him for 22?
I like it for 22.
Yeah.
Griff, what do you think? Oh, he's busy.
Yeah. Darius Garland for 22? Oh, he's talking somewhere. Minus 130. I like that. I don't mind that at all. All right, so we'll do a same game parlay. Darius Garland 2 threes and over 21.5. That's going to be our same game parlay pick of the day. I'm booking it.
It's official.
It's in there.
Pressure's on.
I like it. No pressure. I feel good about it. Boston's going to give up the ball, give up the points early. Yep. All right. I like our picks. I feel good about it. If your picks go strong, Joe might be on the hot seat too.
I don't know. I always feel good. What always happens is like I put them separate because if I put them in a parlay, 2 of them are gonna hit and 1 of them isn't.
Always.
And I think the one risky one is the Jacoby Myers touchdown, but I don't know. I feel good. I feel good about it. I feel like this is.
Are you gonna parlay them? That's the real question.
I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
Don't take my advice. Bet these straight and you'll be fine. But
Yeah, and you said it's plus 2,500 when you parlay them all.
plus 2,700
Ooh, that could be fun.
could be fun. Christmas is right around.
That's
the
what I was
corner.
gonna say. Get you some Christmas
Yeah,
gifts.
take
Let's
a
go.
risk. Take a risk. Get some Christmas.
Yeah,
presents.
get that bankroll builder. I love it. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for being here. If you guys have not liked or subscribed, please do so. If you guys enjoy the show, share it with your friends. If you guys like gambling, you like collecting, this is the show for you, for calculated risk takers. And make sure you guys go check out St. Rock Vodka. Again, every bottle bought goes back to the NIL Bayou Traditions Collective, so you can have some fun drinking vodka, but also supporting your favorite LSU athletes. And if you guys haven't downloaded SeatGeek, make sure you guys do that. You get $20 off your first purchase for a game, music, concert, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate you guys. We will see you guys tomorrow.